Where we at, Diggy?
What?
Where we at?
Caverns. Caverns.
Yeah.
That is a good name, you know?
Yeah.
It's a little alright.
What are you doing on your phone? Oh, you're recording too. Oh, sweet Jesus.
What's up?
What's up? Oh, God. So if you drop your phone, then sucks. Then sucks. There's one up there.
This focuses on your face.
I'll get to that. I'll be good. Just stay with me, okay? All right. That's awesome. I haven't even started yet. All right. That's awesome.
Am I weird to have the smell of this? I'd be scared to death if one of them falls on me. What'd you just say?
Focus. That's what I said.
I thought you said a swear word. Tell people, watch out.
You don't have to watch your head. It's not a problem for you.
This is why I hate being tall.
You switch seats.
Oh, sweet Jesus, that is cool.
We're just gonna keep switching seats.
This is why I hate being tall, because that looks like ice cream, not even lying. Oh, shoot. Duck.
Everybody watch your head. Oh dear.
What do you think about me?
I wonder how many people actually wasn't here and listening to him. Went on this and
Now, this is awesome right here.
Now, Walmart top shelves would be
There's something to watch out right now. It's so dark in here. And here we go.
I'm going to practice some social distancing here so you could hear me better, because, you know, with the mask it gets a bit muffled. And I want you to enjoy the tour. Okay? So, when you enter any cave, there are 3 zones. You have the entrance zone, which you just came through, the twilight zone, which we're just in, and had there not been another tour in that area would have been dark, and that would have been called the dark zone. A couple things I'd like to point out to you. If you folks look here, you can see what we call soda straws. And these are hollow, and in time they will become solid, and they will become stalactites. They come from the ceiling down. Okay? And you folks right there, soda straws, those are the beginning. The soda straws, they are hollow, and they in time will become stalactites. Yeah. I don't think there's any over here for you.
That's good. I got to see.
You got to see. Okay. Also, in here we have a garden. Anybody have any idea what you would grow in a garden? In a cave? Potatoes?
Mushrooms.
Mushrooms! Mushrooms are a fungus, they don't require light. Yeah. All right.
What kind of?
Well, that's some knowledge right there, isn't it? That was something knowledge that mushrooms are funguses. They don't need sunlight. That's pretty cool. We nearly died today.
Look, there's those bigger right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Because I'm really good at
Okay. Folks, this is the auditorium, and this is the largest room in the cave. Okay, and I've also had concerts here in the 60s with the Buck Owens and the Presley family. They also did an opera in here. So used for many different things. In the 1920s, they also had a speakeasy in here. Now, a couple interesting things here. You have what we call a cave curtain or cave drapery. And this unique form is caused by water coming down at an angle. So this stalactite, again, would be water coming through at an angle, as opposed to these stalactites where water came through just straight down. All right? Good. I'd like to point your attention over here. This is a stalagmite. And you can see that water dripping from there made this stalagmite. And this grows at 1 cubic inch per every 100 years. 1 cubic inch every 100 years. So you can see that this has been here for quite a while. Yes?
So is that formed from the calcium in the water?
Yes, exactly. Formed from calcium minerals that come down through the ceiling. Did that answer your question about the
I'm gonna get a lot of coffee. Don't call me by my name. I call that a tongue right there. Yeah, it looks like a tongue, doesn't it? It's over there. Good. Oh, that's just cool over there.
Okay, the gentleman that with the keen observation about the calcium, that was you? Mm-hmm. Okay. Check this out.
On the outside of
On the outside. So, the story behind this is, in 1941, the adjacent property owner wanted to drill a well, and he wanted to drill it in such a place that it wouldn't be obtrusive to the cave, so away from the cave. So he and the cave owner got together and they did the necessary mathematics to figure out where they were going to drill this so that it would be 10 feet away from the cave. And you can see that they obviously missed. Now, in 1941, this well casing was cast iron black. So you can see what calcification has done to this well casing. Also, because this took place in 1941, we can approximate the growth of some of these soda straws, stalactites, and tree roots. So they estimated that these things grow at 3/4 of an inch every 80 years. So 3/4 of an inch every 80 years. So very, very slow. So if you direct your attention over here, how long do you think it took that to grow? And that will give you an indication of maybe how old this cave is. So now at this time, I would ask that you turn off anything that illuminates light, so your cell phones.
Oh, sweet Jesus, there is. Look down there. Look down there. Oh, Boba Fett died. So I like it. It does.
Oh no, I'm good. Yeah.
Did we stop on the way back? I'll just do it now.
Now, on the surface, this would be called a sinkhole. This would be called a sinkhole. But in a cave, it's called an underwater drainage system. Okay? Now, when we get copious amounts of rain, this will actually fill up to about there. And you can see why. There's just a little bitty hole right there that you can see. Right there, from the light in. So sometimes water will fill up to about there, and it will actually look like chocolate milk from the sediments. And this will lead to another lower level, and we'll talk about that when we get there.
Oh no, I'm not getting up.
What?
I don't do clicky
I wasn't even.
things. You know what? Step ladders are not cool with me.
I love this little camera
Oh
system
my
right here.
God.
Now that is something cool right there, boys. What'd you say you were?
No, we're in Tom or Huck and Tom or whatever. Yeah, it's a guy.
That's
Again,
amazing.
on the surface, this would be considered a sinkhole, but in the cave, it's called an underwater drainage system. And you can see where the water is coming from there and matriculating through there. Okay. Let's go look at that.
Cody, click.
Now, I'm going to come this way with a mask on, and hopefully everybody will be able to hear me. So, very interesting story here. So if you were to follow that water all the way through, that is where the Ozark Cave fish, the Ozark Cave salamander, and the Ozark Cave crayfish reside. Now, all three of those are endangered species, and all three of those species are blind. They have spent their total existence in total darkness, so they have no need for eyes. And their bodies are actually translucent, so you can see right through them. You can see their heartbeat. Now, story about this. If you were to travel under there, it's only a quarter of a mile, but it would take you about an hour, hour and a half to get through there. And you would have to crawl on your belly like a snake in cold mud and cold water. And the reason you have to crawl is because the ceiling there is only 18 inches high. Okay? And then when you get to the next room, this is where the lame joke comes in, so get ready. So when you get to the next room, it's called the Paradise Room. And it's called that because there you eventually get to stand up.
Oh, nice. Bud's trying to
What
get
is it,
your
Scooby-Doo
skin.
all over again, boy?
Good thing I got the American Eagle on my side.
Oh, did you see that? Little lightning thing over there.
these are some of our samplers. A spring is the drainage point for a cave system. What I want to do today is give you a look at the whole drainage system, and it's going to be a good day for doing it because we have had a lot of rain the past couple days. Why the spring is so large. Water goes into the cave system through things like sinkholes and then moves through the cave and discharges here at the spring. The flow of the spring today is about 9,000 gallons a minute, and every bit of that goes through fantastic caverns. About 3/4 of the runoff water in the Ozarks moves in.
Jesus.
What? Oh, sweet Jesus. Come on. Oh, you can put this on your channel? You are? Which way you want me to look? I'll look down with you. Good fire center. No, it's water. That looks like glass. Dude, yeah.
Like, you know, like in the ocean, how you're up on that one. Like, stuff.
There's tracks. Yeah.
There's animal tracks over here.
Do what? Hey, there's writing over there. There's writing over there.
Of the 12 original explorers of the cave. Okay, 12 original explorers of the cave in 1867. And I will talk more about these individuals later. Whoa, what was that?
Is this where you beat us lunch?
No, I'm afraid you don't get lunch.
You don't.
The year is 1862. What's going on in the United States is the Civil War. Okay? A little bit about the history of this cave. So 1862, John Knox is out hunting with his dog, Juno. Juno chases a vermin, a critter, into a small hole on the hillside. The dog goes in, and the dog can't get out. Dog gone. Stay with me now. So John hears his dog barking, realizes that the dog can't get out, so John has to go in and get the dog. So he crawls for about 20 feet. Then he realizes, hey, I can stand up. At that point, he surmised, I have a cave, okay? This is 1862, during the Civil War. And at that time, the state of Missouri was under martial law. And that meant that either the Confederate side or the Union side could confiscate property.
Watch your heads. Oh.
Okay, folks, low ceiling here, so again, watch your
As long
head.
as there's no flips.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Ooh, touch it. There you go.
My neck's gonna be crippled by tomorrow.
No, we're not there yet. I'm all done. No need to.
All right, low ceiling here.
Oh, that is.
Yeah, no kidding.
Mom, you almost lost me.
Jeez. That was really close.
It's not picking up anything.
You almost got
Mom. They had to stop.
I know.
Everybody wants to know about the rubber man. Yeah. Okay. This is what we call the breakdown room. And you can see right here, right there, kind of this is a collapse of the ceiling. Hence the name breakdown room. Also, if you look up here, you can see another collapse of the ceiling. And then another collapse right there. And this horseshoe thing right here, that's another collapse of the ceiling. And it's shaped like this. This shape really supports the walls of this cave. Okay. Now, if you're a bit skittish about being in here with all these breakdowns and collapses, take note of the stalactites right there. Now, we talked about how slowly they grow. So that'll give you an idea that this must have happened a very long time ago. Okay? So this collapse happened a very long time ago. Now, if you're still skittish about being here, you look this way. I have Atlas holding up the wall there.
Look at them apples. Oh, sweet, sweet Jesus. The drips are getting serious right now. What the heck? Malfunction?
Yeah, we're okay. There might be dinosaurs. I don't know. Is that a dinosaur up there?
Now, if you look in this direction,
Oh, wow.
Oh,
that would be the direction that the 12 young ladies came from as they entered the cave. And they would have come down here, right there, then over the rubble there, and back through the breakdown room that we just left. Now, do keep in mind that 1867, when they explored the cave, they only had candlelight and lanterns. So this had to be a very daunting task for them, and they had to be some really brave women to attempt this. Now, one of the tragedies of this is that those 12 individuals never got to see the beauty of the cave. Now, I'm going to walk around here and do some other things, and we'll talk about that. So just to reiterate, they would have come from that direction, all the way down here, over there, and back to the breakdown room. And like I said, they never got to see the beauty of the cave. You get to see the cave.
wow. That's beautiful. Quick into my video, boy. I got dripped on.
All right, right, we're about to into some very low spots, so watch your head.
Once again.
What's happening? Now the trip is getting even more real.
Okay, low spots coming up.
Tough. Probably not. Are you videoing in my video? Now we're reaching the end. The end of the trail.
You like the trip? Did you like the trip?
Okay, like the meals.
Say that again. Disgusting. Oh no, we're entering back. We're entering back closely.
One last
Wow.
I got dripped on.
Yeah, I did too. I got my pants right.
You got pot in my eye.
Small hole that the dog went through and the 12 ladies went through. There is the hole right there.
Wow.
Holy moly. Yes, that's right.
Dog got gone.
Yeah, they went right through there. And that's, you know, pre-McDonald's. So,
No wonder why he said doggone.
We are exiting the forest thing. What? Not the forest, the cave. Was that fun?
We back.
We gonna be back. Quit filming on my video, boy. Ah.